Alright, let's talk about the bid for the pads. I want to start a new clearing here. This one's kind of close to the house. If we decided to give up the financial stress and then sell a bunch of land up in the front.
Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back. This is just a real quick episode where I'm going to go over the bid for the new Dozer track pads and a little bit about like land management if we need to sell some of this stuff, but definitely stay tuned. And on the other channel, I'm looking at a brand new Polaris, but I'm going to document that in different ways on how I could figure out how to pay for it. But I'll put a link in the description to our last post on our main channel. I really love that thing. But today, let's talk about the Dozer, how much I got to invest in it for new track pads and if it'll be worth it. And we'll get some scenery making a new clearing. Thanks a lot. All right, a little more maintenance today. It took 2 gallons of oil, even though it didn't move that sight glass. Although it says you don't need to add till down here, but that's a pretty big discrepancy. Either way, it's here. I put 2 gallons in, got it snug down. Continued to remove the debris from the bottom. It's drying out. It was wet, I presume, from oil. So the first batch, I peeled the top layer off, and then it dried. So now I got a lot more of it off. It's not near the engine anymore. And then the coolant, I needed to get a large metric Allen wrench to get at it. But that's full now. That took 1.5 gallons. So we're ready to rumble again. There was something else I was going to say, but I forgot now. Oh yeah, the bid. Well, let's talk about the bid for new pads.
All right, let's talk about the bid for the pads. I want to start a new clearing here. It was about $10,000. So I was a little disappointed. I was hoping it was going to be between 6 and 8. I do notice I got a little bit better pressure on the bar gauge, which is this. And that didn't include a couple small things like hoses and then to flush the radiator system, although the coolant looked really good. So it was about $10,000 for new pads. I mean, this thing's been paying us back every project already. So if we did the new pads, this thing will increase in value by another 5 or 6 grand, getting it totally tightened up. So when the time comes, if we decide to sell it, you know, it's going to hold a little more value, because I'm never going to wear them out in my lifetime, just working on our property. Never been back here. This is obviously a super thick jungle. With rocks. I think I'll leave some of this overgrown. I can see the hardwood line. It's quite a ways that way yet. But a new opening with this surrounding it is totally cool. Totally cool. I'm gonna go look down here. Might want to move this a little bit that way. I got about a 4 or 5 acre block here. I could clear like up to 1 or 2 acres of it. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, so that's the deal on this thing. I really had my eyes on a new Polaris, the big 1500, and the trade they offered me was paltry for ours. We only got 800 miles on our North Star Ultimate. Alright, I'll figure out where I'm going to make this thing and check back in. Yeah, I just moved it down this way. It almost looks like a pond in here. It's a really weird looking area. I'm going to cut a trail in and I'm going to cut it into all this mess here, so it's like really secluded. feeling it starting to go downhill a little bit here though. But that way it goes uphill. Alright, kind of figured out a little bit where I'm going. It drops off this way, drops off that way. There's a really pretty ravine over there. The trail is over here. But I want to leave a border of cover between the trail and this new field. So this one's kind of close to the house. If we decided to give up the financial stress and then sell a bunch of land up in the front, this would be our backyard back this way. Well, it still is, but I'm saying we might use it more if we sold land up towards the front. I gotta go over this several times and pull all this little nasty stuff out, but it's just my first pass. Get the thick stuff out of the way. It's gonna be pretty though, I guarantee that. Big old rock right there. Little bitty stand of oak trees right here. I may leave that if I can get away with that. But this is all, I forgot, sumac stuff and cedar. Basically all overgrown. Not much value to anything. I forgot the name of that. I don't know if it's a sumac or not, but he said it's. He said occasionally the deer will browse some of that, but there's certain kinds they like better, the DNR guy. And I just don't remember. Didn't seem that important. But what I do know is what will come up naturally will benefit them more. Feel like I could breathe again, at least got some of it off of the machine. Alright, I'll keep clearing. I'm only putting in an hour or so today, just I had a little bit extra time. Like I said, it ain't that far from the house.